Hey guys, so special guest as you see by the thumbnail or the title. We had an idea. I had a different idea, but he gave a different idea. We want to talk about cozy games right now, what's going on with them, and how they're evolving. Um, so first of all, I've been playing Pokemon Pokopia, and as you guys know, I did stream it once. And that game currently so far, I've only played over 10 hours, but I know people who played over 50 already. And as of right now, I would say, I mean, it's too early for me to judge, but I don't want to go back to Animal Crossing. I mean, there's only so much Animal Crossing I can do with the decorating and all that kind of stuff. But he plays a lot of different cozy games.
Oh yeah.
And what are we going to start with? I know I didn't talk a lot about Pokebia. I'll come back to that. But let's start with Stardew Valley because you did buy that recently.
Not that like a few years ago.
Oh, well, you bought it on PC
Yeah.
recently, but
Well, I bought it on the Switch at first, and then I liked it so much that I bought it on my phone too, so I could play it anywhere I'm at. And I put like maybe over 400 hours into that game. Yeah. And my wife, she's not even a gamer, and she put at least probably 500 hours into that. I had the whole family playing it at one time. Me, the wife, and all the kids. Whole family playing it. But yeah, I really liked that game. I remember when I was just a teenager when I bought Animal Crossing for the GameCube way back then. That was like my first life sim ever. And I remember I played that game a lot too, and that was really fun for me. And then I also bought New Horizons for the Switch. I put like 300 hours into that game, 300 plus. Yeah.
I almost put.
But then I went and discovered Stardew Valley because of all the hype about it. So I went and got me that game. And once I got into that, it was hard for me to go back to Animal Crossing because there's just so much to do. So much different things you can do between like decorating and craft. Well, you can decorate and craft in Animal Crossing. Yeah, it's just you can do so much more, and it's not based on real time, so you can just keep playing as much as you want. You don't have to wait in between days and
So it
run out of
has
stuff to
a
do.
lot more to it than Animal.
Yeah.
So what other? You showed me a couple cozy games, that are pretty new type cozy games. You want to talk about at least one or two of those?
Yeah, I've been playing Coral Island lately. I got that maybe a week ago, a while ago, and I heard a lot of good things about that. I wanted to play that before, but I didn't have a PC before, and I only had the Switch, and it wasn't on. I don't know if it is going to, but anyway, I got the PC thanks to you. And I got that on PC because it was on sale for a really cheap price. So I figured, what the heck, I'll give it a try. And I love Stardew Valley, but this, I feel like I don't know if I like it better yet. I've only got 20 hours into it.
Now,
but
let's say if you compare to like your first 20 hours of Stardew Valley versus Coral Island. What's the big comparison? What makes one better than the other? What's the differences here?
There is some good quality of life things in this one. Like Stardew Valley, sometimes I feel very rushed in each day to get everything done I want to get done because each in-game day is like 15 minutes in real life. Well, you only got so much time each day. Coral Island, it's kind of short, but it's got in the settings you can actually tweak the timing, so you can it's kind of like Stardew Valley, where it'll be 15 minutes real life, for game time. But you can also tweak the settings and extend the days if you want to for a more relaxed gameplay, so you don't feel rushed and you can take your time exploring. I tweak the settings all the way to half hour. That's the max. Half hour for each in-game day is about that. Plus, also, for crafting, you don't need a crafting bench or a bunch of different things set up for crafting. As long as you got the materials, you can craft wherever you're at.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and also they got diving, which Stardew Valley don't have, and you can go under the water and explore. So yeah, there's a few differences there.
I will say there is a couple things. If I go back to Pokopia, the game might not have, to my knowledge, it doesn't have fishing, and I don't know if you can go underwater or not. I don't really think so. You kind of can. I don't know if there's like a swimming type
Yeah.
aspect yet. I don't know all the abilities that Pokemon that give you abilities. The one thing that I like that Pokopia does that Animal Crossing didn't do is having a lot of personality to Pokemon, and they always give you like different quests to do and always give you something that you want to do because they will give you gifts back. Now, not to say Animal Crossing doesn't do that. They do, like you'll find a lost item or whatever and stuff, and they'll give you gifts. But I feel like I'm on a mission in Pokopia when it comes to a Pokemon wanting me to do something, because some of those things will give you items that you need for certain quest lines or certain things that it requires you to go and find this Pokemon. It requires you to make this habitat for this Pokemon out of some of the abilities, like you can make grass and put that by whether you can either put grass by a tree or wants you to put 8 flowers or wants you to put them by the water or something, and a new Pokemon could appear, or that's the habitat that specific Pokemon wants you to make. I even made habitats by complete accident and a new Pokemon popped up. And I'm like, oh shoot, a new Pokemon. I didn't even mean to do that. I'm just out here decorating and messing around doing things, and all of a sudden there's a new Pokemon. So it's pretty cool. And apparently the game has like a few hundred different Pokemon in it, and I've only found maybe 20 in 10 plus hours. So I can imagine that would probably throw me in at least a couple hundred hours if I want to find all of the Pokemon in the game and do all of that stuff outside of the main story. Plus, the main story is very interesting. Like what happened to the humans? Where'd they go? There's books that you can find in it that give you more lore of when the humans were there and all that stuff in the story, which is kind of interesting for a cozy like game like that. And you can go at your own pace, which is great. Some people have made like insane castles and buildings and towers and stuff already, and makes us small players feel terrible. But I mean, it's that's the cool thing about these cozy games is you can go at your own pace and just have fun with it and don't feel rushed.
Yeah.
Going back to Animal Crossing, they have a lot of competition now, and I don't know what they're gonna do next to pull us back in as fans, because we like Animal Crossing, we do, but New Horizons, like the character personalities, for instance, we've talked about it multiple times. They're a little bit more repetitive, more robotic than they used to be. Because if you go back to the GameCube game, I mean, New Leaf somewhat, but if you go back to the GameCube,
oh yeah,
wow,
they could be savage to you sometimes.
You can explain.
They weren't like. Sometimes they would just randomly change the color of your roof on you. They'd
I don't
take
remember
stuff.
that.
They would take stuff out of your inventory, randomly steal from you.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, and sometimes they were mean to you. Sometimes they were nice. They were just they had so much more character to them. They weren't all the same. They weren't all nice. They didn't need your permission to leave. If they wanted to leave, they just leave on you. And yeah, it was way different, and they all seem to have their own unique personalities too. It's cool.
That and Rossetti too. I hated Rossetti. Now they brought Rossetti back, and he's just there just to get rid of stuff for you and where you want to rebuild some or whatever. So, but Rossetti, he made me so mad as a kid, because there was times when I forgot to save or we had to shut it off or something happened, and then even a power outage probably happened when I was playing at one point as a little kid, and there goes Rossetti when you boot up the game, and the dude,
that happened to me before.
Dude talks to you for 10 minutes. Doesn't shut up. Get so mad when you didn't save your game.
Yeah, I remember that happened to me once too. Yeah.
So bad.
Good times. But yeah, that's kind of neat though how some of these cozy games are evolving. I also play this game called Palia, which is kind of a cozy MMO life sim genre and all that. But they actually incorporate elements of Breath of the Wild in there as well. They got the glider you have to build yourself, but you get it early on, and there's a glider you can glide and you can climb and all that. So it's kind of neat. They're doing innovative stuff. It's really neat. That's why it's hard for me to go back to Animal Crossing lately after playing these games, because there's just some of these newer ones, they got a lot more creativity in there, a lot more content.
Now, there was one more that you showed me a while ago. on your Switch. I know you haven't played it a ton since I got you a
Yeah.
PC, but why don't we talk a little bit about Hello Kitty Island
Oh,
Adventure?
yeah, Hello
Right?
Kitty Island Adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talk a little bit about that because I was very intrigued by that. I was surprised, to be honest,
Yeah.
because you would think by the title that that's
Right,
just some
yeah.
silly kids game or something, but honestly, when I looked at it, it
Yeah.
looked kind of similar to Animal Crossing,
Yeah, it's a little
but
bit.
like maybe a little more innovative.
Yeah. Well, I thought my daughter Gabby would like that game, and I thought about getting it before. They all, I think it started actually on the iPhone. It was a mobile game first, and I looked in Google Play Games. I couldn't find it in the Google Play for my phone, but I found it on sale after a while, and I'm like, I'll give it a try. Even though it's Hello Kitty, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a lot of fun. So I gave it a try on my Switch, and kind of similar to Animal Crossing in a way. Honestly, I feel like it's kind of a blend of like Animal Crossing, Breath of the Wild, and else. Remember, but yeah, it's got some elements of like Breath, because you can glide and climb in it, and there's puzzles you can do. There's like little dungeons where you can do puzzles and get rewards for it, and there's house decorating. But in this game, you're not a human. You get to play as one of the Hello Kitty type characters. You can create your own character. It don't have to be a cat. But yeah, so in this one, you're not the only human like on Animal Crossing. You're the one single human among a bunch of animals. You actually get to be an animal too. But it's pretty cool. Not bad. You can swim in that game. You can go under the water too. There's diving in that game eventually. There's climbing, gliding, decorating, puzzles, like I said, all kinds of stuff. There's events. There's different events throughout the year. It's neat. But it is after a while you do run out of stuff to do each day. You know, it's kind of similar to Animal Crossing in that, where you'll gotta wait after a certain amount of time passes to do more. But it's fun.
Unless you time travel.
Well, well, I don't think it runs on the same like time thing as Animal Crossing, but
Okay.
after a while, like you just run out of stuff to do, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah, you gotta wait a little while.
That's one thing I do like about Pokopia is even though I have the option to time travel, there's more stuff
Yeah.
for me to do while stuff is being built because you have to grab specific Pokemon in order to build something, whether it's a house or a bigger house, which takes more time, or a Pokemon Center, which takes one full day. And you don't have to time travel, you can, but you don't have to get that done yet because there's so much other stuff that you can do everywhere. And I only just got to the second area. I was in the first area for over 10 hours, and then I went over to another area, and I'm like, whoa, I'm in a whole nother area now in this game. And there's at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 areas in the game. I don't know. The game is
Wow.
massive. It's
That's
huge.
Cool. Yeah.
It's crazy how many Pokemon there are to find in that game and everything. It's absolutely insane to me
Yeah,
how big that game is.
that's cool. Yeah, it's really neat that they're expanding like the worlds in these games too.
The Dragon
That-
Quest
that more
builders,
expansive.
the fact that they got the Dragon Quest builders devs to make that game is very smart. I never played Dragon Quest builders, but
Yeah, I
it
was
looks
tempted
very
to
good.
buy that.
it looks like it was very good.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was built or made by the same as Dragon Quest builders. I didn't know that, but it makes sense now. I can tell looking at the atmosphere on the game, the land and all that. It looks very similar. Now it makes sense. Neat.
Was there any other cozy games you can think of that you'd like to mention?
Well, there's another I played a little recently besides Coral Island called Star Sand Island. It's kind of neat. It's still kind of in early access though. It's not fully, in its full potential right now, but it's fun. I enjoy it. It's a little more casual than there's not as strong story elements, but it's something just to unwind to. I mean, after work, whatever. If you just want to do something for there's mounts in the game. You can build a skate. There's crafting. You can build your own skateboard. You can build your own roller skates. You can there's all different mounts you can get in the game, and you can decorate. You can have a home. Similar things to all these other cozy games, but I do like the mounts in that game. It's a lot of fun, and the art style is kind of like Genshin Impact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like the art style too. That's one that's fun. It's not as strong as story-wise as like Island and Stardew Valley has a little bit more of it. but it's good for casual, I guess.
Now, before we end the video, let's jump back to Animal Crossing real quick.
Yeah, 'cause-
And we're going to talk about the things we feel the next Animal Crossing needs. Because for 2020, it was a great cozy game at the time. The
Yeah.
Switch 2 version is fine. You know, Switch 2 version added a few things and stuff. But after so many hours and so long, like, there's not a whole lot to do
Yeah.
left other than decorating, you
Yeah.
know? So, what do we want to see from the next Animal Crossing? I'll start and we'll kind of bounce back.
Cool.
One thing I want to see is being able to, I guess, build like bikes, skateboards, and stuff like that, but be able to ride them,
Yeah,
use them
that'd be cool. Yeah.
in Animal Crossing. I think that would be great. I also think that you should be able to decorate in the water as well.
Yeah.
I think those are a couple things I think would be a nice addition.
Yeah. That it for now for you?
For the moment.
Yeah.
It might bounce back.
I think that would be awesome too. Honestly, when I was looking at some of the things, like you can get a bicycle for decoration in the game
Yeah.
too. I think, yeah.
Mhm.
One I got certain things like bicycles or skateboards and things like that. I always thought it was really cool, but I'm like, man, I wish I could actually
Yeah.
use this thing. Would be really cool. That's why I'm like, sometimes yeah, I wish you could do that stuff instead of just for looks. You know, I'm showing my kids all this stuff, and they're like, "Can you ride it?" I'm like, "No, just for looks."
Yeah.
But it's cool looking. But yeah, I wish they would do more of that. I was thinking the same exact thing.
I think nowadays, I think it was good for 2020.
Yeah,
But when you look at all the cozy competition now,
yeah,
and where all of these simulator games are now, and where they're going forward, and where they're at,
yeah,
and it's been 6 years since Animal Crossing New Horizons came out. So I think within the next 2 years, we'll at least get the announcement of the next game or a reveal of some kind within the next couple years. But because we're kind of getting towards that window. But I
Yeah.
think because maybe they're taking longer. This game might not come out for 3 more years. Who knows?
Yeah.
And that's good. That's a good thing because maybe they've taken a lot of the
Yeah.
feedback. Let's hope, and they're adding all these new things, such as characters having more personality,
go back
such
to
as
that.
a lot more variations of decorating, being able to ride bikes or scooters or skateboards or whatever around, being able to have even more you can do with your character.
I feel like they need more mini games too, like they did in New Leaf.
Yeah.
It's because they had that one island. What was it that you go decorate on?
Yeah.
But they didn't have any mini like in New Leaf. They had Mortimer's Island where there's a bunch of mini games and stuff, and I like mini games, and I'd like to see them kind of elements of New Horizons mishmashed together.
Yeah. I think they need to take ideas from all the Animal
Yeah.
Crossing games, but ideas from some of these other games as well.
Yeah.
To make just like the perfect, because there's too much competition now with all these different cozy genres
Yeah.
that yes, Animal Crossing will sell because it's freaking Animal Crossing. But right now, a lot of the Animal Crossing players are literally buying Switch 2s to play Pokopia and leaving Animal Crossing even after the Switch 2 version. People are leaving that game and going to Pokemon Pokopia now because it's so fun and it's really good. The reviews, like this is probably going to be another Animal Crossing New Horizons situation where nominated for Game of the Year at the end of the year, and I did not expect that. I didn't even want
that
this game.
either.
I didn't even want this game. And then it came out, the reviews came out, everybody was playing it. The reviews were so flippin' high, and I kept watching people play it, and I'm like, this is actually up my alley.
Yeah.
Anything else for Animal Crossing?
Yeah, that's
per
what I'm
se.
thinking. Well, like I said, I think it'd be cool if they do more of the mini games. Would be, add some variety in there, keep the customization they got, have the terraforming, and like you said, add in some more personality, like the roots of it used to be with the GameCube game, and also like mounts and stuff,
And
like
the island,
skateboards and all
I
that.
think whether it's islands or a city or wherever we end up, it's
Yeah.
got to be bigger. It's
Yeah,
got to be a lot
more
bigger.
exploration would be good too, like
It's gotta be
climbing
much
and
bigger.
gliding too. would
Yep,
be
and I
cool.
think being able to make like bigger bridges to be able to go to like another island or another city that you want to build or something
Yeah.
would be awesome. Because looking at how big Pokopia is, I'm like, wow. The first area alone is as big as Animal Crossing's island,
Yeah,
really, and that's only one
cool.
area. So it's like, it's
Yeah.
so big that I feel like it's kind of overwhelming in a way. Animal
Yeah.
Crossing was not, but I want Animal Crossing to feel overwhelming. I want to have
Yeah.
so much to do that I'm just like,
Right.
wow, this is never gonna end.
And maybe some light puzzles too in there would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
think
Hello
that would be
Kitty
cool.
Island Adventure has some light puzzles, and that's cool. So yeah, if they combine all these ideas together, I feel like they could come out with like the ultimate Animal Crossing game they ever had, and everybody would love it
And
again.
everyone they'd be making bank.
Yeah.
People would want to buy a Switch
Yeah.
too. People want to buy a Switch 2 right now just for Pokopia. Imagine Animal Crossing, which is even more popular. I mean, Pokemon's really popular, but Animal Crossing is the second highest selling game on the Switch
Yeah.
behind Mario Kart. So, thinking about that, I think it's second. I think it's below Mario Kart.
Yeah,
But
it
thinking
does
about
well.
that,
I
it's
know in
like-
Japan it's super popular.
Yeah. So thinking about that, it's gonna sell regardless, but you want to sell more. You want people to not play Pokemon Pokopia. You gotta impress us. You gotta
Yeah,
impress us with the next game, with
Yeah.
with so much more, with how competitive all these cozy games are, and what's gonna make people really want to be like, I need this game right when it first comes out. You know,
Yeah.
I really hope that they take all the feedback that everyone is giving them on YouTube and the criticism that they've taken. I hope that they hear us and hear the fans crossing. That we love their game a ton, but the next game, there's a lot more we want.
yeah,
And I hope they see right now the success of Pokemon Pokopia, and everyone who played Animal Crossing is loving it. I hope they see what is happening with the sales numbers of a small game like that. It sold 2.2 million copies in 4 days. First 4 days.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's Pokemon, but it's a spin-off game. Like, you can't find a Switch 2 in stores. You couldn't when it first came out because of it. I was shocked.
Wow.
It took me just to get a physical copy. It took me almost 2 weeks because it's sold out everywhere. It's still sold out. It's crazy.
Wow, I did not expect that.
No one did. So, anyways, guys, I think that's about it. I thought we would talk a little bit about cozy games, the
we got a
genre,
little carried away,
the
I think.
the evolving of the genre, everything going on in cozy gaming, and the future of cozy gaming. What Animal Crossing. Bring on more cozy games by all means. I mean, I didn't expect Pokopia to be something that I'd want to buy, but here I
Yeah.
am, and I flip and love it. So, be sure to like, subscribe to the channel, share this around, join the Discord, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.